Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. Today's Tuesday the 23rd of July. July's nearly finished. I am trying to use the Golden Tarot. It's a bit lively this morning. Just a few dates to remember. 27th, 28th, so that's this weekend, I'm at Bateman's Bay. 3rd of August I will be in Bomaderry, and 25th of August I'm back in Bathurst. So if any of those dates are times you'd like to book in a reading, please make sure you get in touch with me and I'll tell you who to call to book. I also want to remind you that I'm doing a Facebook Live on the 11th of August, so we're excited to be doing that again. And now we've gone over 10,000 on YouTube, I'll start to think about doing a YouTube Live very shortly as well. So we'll see how we go with that. I know I called out before for a couple of people to help me on the channel, and I know somebody did volunteer, but it was so long ago now. So I will be calling for a couple of mediators to help me sort of monitor the YouTube channel, because I know that I have people who've said that they have had a bit of a problem with people getting a little bit negative, let's say that, and they just, other people can get rid of them. It's like Facebook, you can't actually see all the names and the comments coming through all the time. So alrighty, I will have to reshuffle that now. Okay, sorry, I was just having messages coming through, and I'm looking here thinking the Emperor, and it was actually a message for Aries that was coming through here. So that's what I stopped and thought about, and then I turned it over. The card was the Emperor. Aries, I don't know if you're waiting on something at the moment, whether that's a job or something to do with writing, something to do with creative endeavours. There's some sort of news coming through for you at the moment, so please be on the watch out for that. So the Emperor's come out first. Now the Emperor can, as I said, represent Aries. It also can mean that you're dealing with someone who's you know, very well known, very well educated. They can represent a father figure. I've had them come up in readings when they've represented counsellors or psychologists, psychiatrists. This person can sometimes be a little cold, a little bit unfeeling. He's used to sort of doing things a certain way, and he's very stuck in his ways. So whatever that is for you. Here's, of course, the other part of the twin flame. I'm looking behind thinking, oh, ouch. Here's the other half of the twin flame component as well. I do have the Tower coming out behind that. So something is happening here for sure, because that's all has twin flame written all over it. Some sort of defensive stance you're taking towards someone over something that's happened. And I do have a cycle finishing out. So it's very much about, and the Ace of Cups behind that. This has been a story that's been coming up for a while. Probably like over the last 12 months at intervals. And it's very much somebody returning with some sort of message. The idea that you become defensive about this because you didn't want someone to return, or you weren't expecting someone to return, but that it's going to close out a cycle and bring in new love for you. And that is pretty much the story here again. I think sometimes people must be wondering why it just keeps coming around, and I'm thinking we must have waves of twin flames going through. And it just comes in intervals, and it's exactly the same story here. Someone here who's coming up as the Emperor, who is the masculine part of the twin flame, is coming in. It creates some sort of conflict here with the Tower, brings down the Tower, ending a cycle and allowing you to have true love. So there it is again, folks. Okay, let's get some more information. Okay, so here's the offer. So you have someone coming in to make you an offer. Now, for some of you, it can be obviously an Aries there, but for others of you, this can be someone who comes up as a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This water sign is trying to offer you love. He's the knight on the white horse here. Someone you've known from your past. This is the card of judgment. This is the card of you getting a chance at real love. May not be with the person from the past, because as we've seen in that mini read, sometimes the person who comes back may not be the person you're meant to move forward with. So that's the choice that the universe will give you here. But definitely for some of you, this is a chance with a person, and for others of you, it is a chance to have love. If you've maybe never loved before or never felt that you've had reciprocated love, this is your opportunity here at rebirth. 5 of Cups. So if this person is returning, there's a possibility that you've been thinking about them a lot and you've been going back to the past with this relationship. This is the 5 of Cups is a feeling of sadness. It's a feeling of looking back at something you've lost without actually realizing that there's so much to look forward to in front of you, because you're so consumed with the past. And it could be because of someone you've lost in the past. So it may still be, you may have moved on, you may have had other relationships. It may be something that's come back here from a long time ago, but some sort of regret or remorse you had from the past here. So we do have the 3 of Cups coming out here. So you could have lost someone to someone else, or your person that you see as your person is currently with someone else. This is the card of reunion, so it's possible there is a reunion about to happen here. We'll get some more information. Oh, quick. So something is happening quite rapidly here. The 8 of Wands talks about receiving messages over the airway, and if you have a connection with somebody that's very strong, you may be getting these messages telepathically. It can be text messages, emails, well, it can be phone calls too, but there's messages going backwards and forwards here. And here's your King of Cups. So you're definitely, for some of you here, dealing with someone who is a water sign. I want to say to you, there's also a chance here that this King of Cups can be quite a cold person, or maybe comes in quite unfeeling when he comes in. He may be holding back his emotions here. This in the Emperor says to me, you know, yes, he might be that person, but he may be very guarded. It may be why there's conflict and defensiveness back there. Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands gives rise to this character of one night stand. So for some of you, you could have had a fling with this person in the past, and now they're returning to offer you something more solid. Again, a story we've seen before. Page of Wands. So definitely messages of passion coming through, secrets being revealed, and looking out towards the future. So for some of you, you're moving on from this situation, but it still opens you for love. So don't forget, this is not, you know, completely fruitless going through this situation here, because this breaking down in the Tower is a breaking down of your beliefs about perhaps yourself, about love. There's definitely a defensive energy here. So it could be that you're using your intuition and moving on from this person, seeing this person and deciding that what you were waiting for or what you saw in them a while back was not what you really wanted, but maybe you've, you know, 7 of Cups them. You've had this illusion about how things were rather than how things really were. I feel like this person has made a huge impact on you, though, because you've been really reluctant to let the energy go. I want to say to you here with the 3 of Wands that there's a good chance with some of you that you will move on from this. Even though you've waited a long time, there's a possibility that you may walk away from this person because you've given up on them, or you may have found new love here as well, whichever way it goes for you. But for others of you, this may be an awakening of love with that person. So it's sort of flipping backwards and forwards here. Remember, we are talking about general reading. The 8 of Cups just took a big jump out there. So I want to say to you, some of you will walk away but then come back again. That won't be a complete walking away here, but you're definitely, look, the world's come out again. So this is a chance for you to close out a cycle here and find true love. So for some of you, this is a how would you say it? This is like a prophetic thing. There's some sort of prophecy here about someone returning in order to open up love. Whether or not you choose to move forward with that person, or whether you move on to have love or real love with someone else, is your decision here. The idea is that the Tower is breaking down something about yourself that's enabling you to move forward in order to have true love. Whether this is with the person that brings it in or whether it's with someone brand new, I think may be completely up to you. Whether you feel the love that you did before for this person, or as I said, whether you see it now as a bit of an illusion. Maybe this person, this Knight of Wands, created some sort of delusion for you too. Maybe you just thought that you were in love with them and a bit fascinated with them. You know, they could have rejected you, so therefore you've built up an ideal here. Whatever it is for you though, the main thing is that you're able to close out a cycle and find true love, no matter which way I look at it. Ooh, the moon came out, which we have here as well. So, okay, so there's something here that has to be revealed. And I don't think it's about, you know, secrets that the person was holding, or, you know, untruths or anything like that. I don't think it's like that. I think the moon represents your inner world. I think you're opening up your inner world to see more clearly what's within you, not something to do with the other person. So the moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the moon. Oh, sun, sorry. And now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to impact or show your face? Meditate, on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. It's about opening up here. And I think this is what this Tower's doing here. It's about you exposing something within yourself that you haven't actually either known or realized before. This is about you like showing your true self, really being able to be who you are meant to be here. So this Tower is really, it's not just breaking down what you think or know about yourself and your world, it's also exposing something about you that you didn't realize that you had. So that's really nice, something that's buried deep within you with this moon. So very interesting reading. Have a fantastic day.